Welcome to the Powerful Mind Hour. I'm Brother Malcolm.
And I'm Sister Carolyn.
And we're here today with you folks, as usual, to talk about enlightenism and a new way to think and live, the greater power within you. Trust yourself, trust the power within you. You know better than anyone what is happening in your life. Therefore, you are better equipped to change how you think and live. Sister Carolyn is going to get us started. She's an enlightenism practitioner, teacher, and a workshop facilitator. She's going to share some wonderful insights with you today on enlightenism, a new way to think and live. Sister Carolyn.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Brother Malcolm. Good morning to you all, and thank you so much for tuning in to Enlightenism, a new way to think and a new way to live. I am an Enlightenism teacher and consciousness practitioner, and that is my work all the time, everywhere that I go. And the idea of Enlightenism is a new way to think and live. And we're doing that through the natural, spiritual model that we continue to build when we realize that we are born whole, perfect, and complete, faceless, formless, colorless, and ageless. And when we understand that and we take that with us on our journey, wherever we're going in this day, whether we're creating a nutritious meal for our family or ourselves or for someone that is sick, we take this power, this knowledge with us so that we don't forget in our time of response who we are aware of being. Now, Enlightenism is for everyone, but it is specifically for those who desire to see a change in their life, who desire to see the responses of who they are come to life and come to live in everything that they be, do, and say. What I know is that when you travel with a consciousness of Enlightenism and understanding who you are, not who someone told you you are, but who you understand that you are from this thinking of understanding that you are whole, you are perfect, you are complete, faceless, formless, colorless, and ageless. And we don't need to respond from any victim model that we established in the past in our head. What I know is that with Enlightenism, if one would ask me, how do I begin this journey? Well, we began any journey with understanding that we are choosing to go on the journey. Not that it's been chosen for us and that our family did this and so many other people did it and this is what you're supposed to do. You're not doing this to go any place except within yourself. For so long we have gone by a lot of things that, or should I say a lot of myths that really don't keep us on the road. They keep us worried. And when I was a little girl, I was told that I had to go to church, I had to go to Sunday school, or else I wouldn't be blessed. I wouldn't get those things that I desired to see in my life. What I understand with Enlightenism, it is a new way to think and live. It is time to put those beliefs out of circulation in your life. It is time to understand that when you understand who you are, when you understand that you were born whole, perfect, and complete, faceless, formless, colorless, and ageless, you take responsibility for who you are, not for what someone told you you had to do to be okay. You bless your life every day by doing those things that unfold this spiritual awareness, this consciousness within you. You understand self-reliance. You understand taking responsibility for who you are. One of the things that I would say is when you move into understanding that you're responsible for your living, you're responsible for your thinking, you're responsible for your being. Even if you have believed things for so long that are not comfortable for you, you are acting from them. And what Enlightenism says, it's time to unlearn those practices. It's time to move into the wholeness that you were born with. One of the first principles of Enlightenism, it says this: I acknowledge that I am responsible for the current conditions in my life. It doesn't say that your mother is responsible or someone else is responsible. You are responsible for the current conditions in your life. The second principle says, I acknowledge that my beliefs and values created the conditions in my life. And whatever myths you're operating from, whatever thoughts and beliefs you're operating from, they have presented the conditions. They are the conditions in your life. And when you take responsibility for your activity, for your being, thinking, and doing, then and only then are you on the road to Enlightenism. Then and only then do you understand that you are responsible for the current conditions in your life, and you have the power to change them. I invite all of you, as I do all the time, to purchase our book Enlightenism. It is available through Amazon. The 10 principles are in the book, and I strongly advise you to get this book. It definitely is a new way to think and live. And now it's time for Brother Malcolm. And so I give you Brother Malcolm, philosopher, author, and creator of Enlightenism. Brother Malcolm.
Thank you so much, Sister Carolyn, for those wonderful insights.
You're welcome.
And folks, when you get right down to it, Enlightenism just makes me feel good, because some days I feel down, and then when I realize that I have this great power within me to change how I think and live. Do you want to do something about your life? And what do you possess that you can do about it? How do you stop doing what you've been doing? How do you invest in a new mindset? Well, by unlearning and letting go of the old mindset. Dig within you, question everything you know, and then you'll discover how it entered into your life. See, when you question something, then you begin to inquire. You begin to dig and understand it. And when you understand that the greater power of God exists in us as consciousness, then you're able to use another power source. Not follow the traditions that everybody's been talking about. Because if that's the case, then the information is flawed. It's fragmented, it's made up, and it's passed on from one generation to the next. And when someone wants to get off of the crowded road, when you really want to stop following the crowd, that means stop following all of the beliefs that you have about yourself. Because if someone had told people that were powerless, say years ago, you are powerful because you have the power in you that created the universe. Now, how would you think about it if you had this information? Well, you perceive yourself differently and you perceive your actions differently. You would not be, every word out of your mouth is about how bad things are in your life and how terrible other people are in their actions toward you. But you are doing more damage to yourself than they are because you believe what they're saying. See, when you believe what other people are saying, then you're doing the damage to yourself. So where does it end? It ends with you. It ends with your perception of yourself. If you can perceive yourself as whole, perfect, and complete, colorless, faceless, and formless, then you have a starting point. Then you can do something about your life other than focusing on other people. Other than, see, when you get right down to it, no one really wants you to change. They want you to accept what has been taught you, what others taught you. It's what people want. Then you're part of the crowd. Then you're like everybody else. Dare to be different. Get off of this path, this crowded path of pain and suffering. Get on a path in you that is free of the pain and suffering. Get within yourself so you can elevate yourself. Stop doubting yourself. See, everything that everyone has told you about yourself causes you to doubt yourself. Then you begin to elevate other people. Do you think that a power that could create the universe and create this planet and all the lives on this planet would entrust you to depend on other people to teach you about the great power of God in you? This is a new way to think and live. This is a paradigm shift in the way people think about, or in the way we think about, the greater power of God. It's just a paradigm shift in thinking. To say that God is in you, then how is God in you? God is in you as consciousness, awareness, alive, the spirit, or whatever you want to call it. And this spirit, this consciousness in you, communicates with you in a language that you can't understand. And the reason you can't understand the language, we can't understand the language, we're speaking a different language. We're speaking the language of pain and suffering, the language of victimization and powerlessness. So things that come into us as insights, we interpret things based upon our awareness of being, our mindset. So everything out of our minds is about what to do in life comes from these beliefs. I don't want to change. Why don't you want to do something about your life and change it? You don't believe that you can. You've been doing the same. So we've been doing the same thing over and over and over again. Why change? People say it's working. I've heard people say that they abuse their children with whippings, and they call them beatings. Said, I beat the kid because the kid needed to do what I want him to do. And they can grow up and be strong and determined and focused like I am. Talking about themselves. As if somehow they're a model of perfection. Whippings and beatings didn't do anything. It's coming from a belief system where people whip adults as slaves. They beat them. And then you learn how, if you want to control somebody, you control them physically and mentally. But when you want to escape from the pain in your life, I should say overcome it, move away, go beyond, get freedom, you have to come into your mind. And when you come into your mind, you're entering a new domain. So in this new domain, this new realm of consciousness, you see something different about yourself. And what do you see about yourself? You see that you're a powerful person. And if this power is activated in your life, then you can communicate to yourself and others a new way to think and live. So while someone else may be talking about how terrible things are and how people are living in the United States of America and waiting on someone else to do something about it, there is no one else that can change your life but you. There is no one else that can communicate to this great power in you except you. Communicate to the greater power of God consciousness in you and watch the transformation in your life, that your actions will become powerful actions. Enlightenism. Thank all of you for stopping by, folks. I'm Brother Malcolm.
I'm Sister Carolyn.
See you next time.
Thanks for listening.